Hello and welcome to yet another video session. Today we're going to look at the opening mistakes that are made in chess that you need to avoid. So the first one we're going to look at is a fool's mate, or in other words, it's a four moves checkmate. So there's a4, a5, bishop c4, knight c6, queen f3, b6, queen takes on f7, checkmate. So this game ends in four moves. So normally, even not only beginners but even advanced players, sometimes they fall for this trap because we tend to ignore this kind of traps. So this is one of them, fool's mate. Then we have the early rook push. The opening principle says develop the center, develop the pieces, the minor pieces, which are bishops and knights. Control the center in safety. So when two rooks are connected in the back rank, which means you're done with your development, meaning the knights and the bishops are out, and then the rooks are connected after you castle. The queen is out when you castle, then the development is done. So you can play the rook. For instance, the first move you play is h4. Then your opponent plays d6. Then you play rook to h3. This is a very bad move. Just by virtue of me looking at someone who makes this opening, I would know that I'm going to win the game. So avoid making such mistakes. Then we have the other rule, which says blocking the center pawns. So for example, white develops e4, e5, then white goes and plays a bishop on d3. So you've blocked the pawn on g2 from developing, and then delay the development of the bishop on c1. So you avoid playing such moves. We also have what we call playing copycat. You can copy what your opponent is playing up to a certain level, but if you continue copying, you might end up falling into a trap. You end up falling into a trap. Like for example, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, sorry, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, castle kingside, castle kingside, d3, d6, bishop g4, bishop g5, bishop g4, h3. Then you go and play h6 also. So white will capture the pawn, the bishop on g4, black does the same thing. Then white captures the pawn on g5, which means white is a pawn up because black can't capture this pawn. If black decides to capture the pawn, the queen takes the knight on g4 and protects its own knight, which is on g5. So that's what we meant by copying. You do a copy and paste every move that your opponent is playing. So like e4, e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, castle kingside, castle kingside, d3, d6, bishop g5, bishop g4, h3, h6, capture on g4, capture on g5, the knight captures, which means I pawn up because black can't do the same thing by capturing. Black is going to lose a piece. Black will lose a knight. So these are one of the opening mistakes and traps that can be easily avoided. So thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next video session.